Jess here. I'm excited to chat with you guys today. As promised, I wanted to share what I call the Whole Dancer Body Image Booster. It is an exercise that I give to my one-on-one clients, especially those who are struggling with body image, body confidence, if you're having any sort of self-doubt. It's a really way to get back into connection with your body and also to just find that gratitude that you have for yourself, that we don't always give ourselves as dancers, that we sometimes take some things for granted that our bodies do for us and allow us to do. So, like I said, this is a simple exercise that I would highly recommend giving a try if you're struggling with body image at all. And I thought it was a perfect time to share it because I got so many comments or so many questions via Instagram DMs in the last week, and I think a lot of it's probably connected to auditions and other things that you guys have going on, the whole quarantine thing, like ongoing struggles. So again, it's a simple exercise that I want you to think about doing or give a try if you're struggling with body image. It's inspired by meditation and yoga, though it's not exactly either of those things. It's sort of a combination of the two and just something that I had come up with when one one-on-one client in particular was struggling quite a bit. I gave this exercise to her and it was kind of amazing because within a couple of weeks, she was like, I feel so good about my body. And we were both kind of surprised and really happy that it had such a positive impact. So one of the keys here is to give yourself space away from the mirror where you can do this. It's really good to do it first thing in the morning. You can even do it when you're still laying in bed. But whether you do it on a yoga mat or in bed, either way is fine. First thing in the morning, like I said, that's kind of a key time. It's going to be a great way to set the tone for the day in terms of self-gratitude and body image. So do it first thing. What you're going to do is you're going to lay on your mat or you're going to lay in bed. You're going to close your eyes, be flat on your back like in Shavasana if you were in yoga, right? And you'll place one hand on your heart and one hand on your stomach. Now, this physical connection to your body, especially if you're someone who does any sort of like body checking, you know, like pinching things, looking in the mirror, sort of questioning or analyzing or labeling body parts as wrong, I want you to really make sure that you do this physical connection part where you place one hand on your heart, one on your stomach. You're going to close your eyes. And all you're going to do is start thanking your body. Thank it for simple things that it does for you. Thank it for waking up in the morning. Thank it for breathing. Thank it for carrying you through the day, allowing you to walk through your life on 2 feet. Very simple things. And I feel like for dancers, it's especially helpful to start with these simple things because sometimes the bigger body stuff or the more aesthetic, analytical body stuff, the things that we are looking in the mirror and constantly judging, can feel a little harder to find that gratitude for. So you can start super simply. Thank your body for breathing. Thank your body for doing all of its natural automatic functions, expressing that gratitude for yourself. Take some deep breaths while you do it. If you are struggling with, again, coming up with those gratitudes or those things to thank your body for, you can imagine, like, what would I say to a young child about her body and great gratitude for it? It could be like, wow, your body is so strong. Things you might say to a little kid, right? You can start there if you're struggling with coming up with these positive things to say to yourself. What would you say to your best friend if she were struggling with body stuff? And then you can even take it back to you and say, you know, think about when your body stuff started. One thing that I always end up doing with my one-on-one clients and often in group coaching as well in the Dancer's Best Body program is we talk about where your body hangups originated and when they started to enter your mind, and you have to rewrite those body stories. So you might think back to where it all started for you, what those first comments you got were, and speak to your younger self and say, you know what, that's not true, or that's not a helpful comment that you received. I want you to focus on these positive things instead. And again, it's just really about getting in touch with yourself. And it is meditative, but we don't have to necessarily label it as meditation. I think sometimes when we're like, oh, go meditate, people are like, that's going to take 10 minutes. And like, I don't have time for that. You can literally do this for 60 seconds or a minute and a half, just laying in bed, like I said. And it can have a really profound impact on how you feel about yourself and how you feel when you open your eyes and then start to approach your day. That first moment, those first moments, really can set the tone. I'll throw this in as a bonus tip. If you use your phone as an alarm clock, and this is another thing I inevitably get into with the majority of the dancers that I work with, if your phone is your alarm clock, get a new alarm clock. I always recommend a sunrise alarm clock. They're fabulous, simulates the sunrise. It's not a jarring way to wake up. But when the phone is the first thing that we're touching and we like pick up the phone, we turn off the alarm, we open Instagram, that's like setting us up for body image struggles. So instead of that, you're going to use a different alarm clock. You're going to turn it off. You're going to stay in bed for 60 or 90 seconds, hand on heart, hand on stomach, and just really lean into what your body does for you and how much gratitude you have to have for all of these simple things. And then as time goes on, you can expand and really think about your dancing and how you can express gratitude for that as well. Cultivating the positive body image and loving yourself, these things are big struggles. Loving yourself exactly as you are is the only way you'll be able to bridge the gap and reach your personal best dancer's body. For some of you, you may in fact discover that you're already living in it, but it's just a matter of seeing it that way and acknowledging it. And let me know, guys, if you give this exercise a try, the whole dancer body image booster. I want to hear if it had any sort of impact. Sometimes people feel different the first time that they do it, but give it a couple of weeks and see if you notice any shifts, and then report back, because I'd love to hear if this has a positive impact on you guys. Because like I said, when my coaching clients do it and I follow up with them to make sure that they've done it, they always report some significant positive shifts in how they're viewing themselves in dance, in the studio, in life. And positive body image can be a challenge to achieve. It really can. We're just like, you say like, oh, have a positive body image. Just saying it doesn't make it so. But doing something like this on a consistent basis can have an impact. That is my share for today. I hope you guys find some value in this. And like I said, report back and let me know if you do it, if you give this exercise a try, and how it feels for you. All right, catch y'all next time. Have a great rest of your Saturday.